All right, hello guys, and welcome to the Budde Farms. Today I'm going to do a quick video on seed starting basics. It is March here in St. Louis, Missouri, and it's a perfect time to start some seeds from packet. I'm going to start some seeds indoors. I'm also going to sow some outdoors, but I just wanted to do a quick video on just basics. If you've never done this before, you just want a simple method, you just want a simple, easy walkthrough, that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If you enjoy this content, make sure you give a thumbs up. But I'm just going to start out and show you some of the cool seeds I bought online. And these are from MI Gardener, and I'll link to that in the description. They've got a really good, lots of seeds, and they got a lot of good videos on YouTube, so I'll link to some of those videos. But we've got here basil, cucamelon, watermelon, bee balm, lettuce, Swiss chard, tomato, tomatillo, and so you need your seeds. Go buy some seeds. You can order them online, or you can get them at Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever like that. And then you're gonna need some potting soil. I got this kind, seed starting mix. I got this from Walmart. This is gonna be better than regular dirt for starting these seeds because it's a finer grade. And then you're gonna need something like this. I've got this seed starting tray. And what I really like about this is it comes with the dome to go over top. And I'll explain that later in the video. But the way that dome works is it helps keep humidity in for the seeds to start off. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our potting soil and we're gonna mix it with water. If you guys can see, I had some water in this tray and I'm mixing it up to moisten the potting soil. That's step number one. Not too damp, but not dry either. You want a good moist mixture like that. So you just mix your potting soil with water. All right guys, let's get right to it. The next step is just taking the potting soil and filling up your seed starting tray. All right, there we go. And if you notice, I didn't push these down. You don't want to push the soil down. You don't want to compact it. You just want to have it nice and light and fluffy. And then we're going to grab a couple of our seeds. Let's try out the cucamelon, and we're gonna plant them. Now you might be saying, what is a cucamelon, right? I had some different kind of things here. I had cucamelon, and I had, oh, the other one, tomatillo, right? A couple of these are rare things that I found out about that I've done the cucamelon before, really liked them. I heard about the tomatillo, pineapple tomatillo, and this is really cool too. So I'm gonna try both of these out. If you check back on the channel later in the year, I'll probably have an update video on how these two went, but these are two really cool things that I'm gonna try out. So we're gonna take the cucamelon. It's kind of, if you're wondering what it tastes like, it's kind of like a cucumber melon, actually. Funny, huh? Cucumber melon cross, and they're tasty little doodads. But see, they're little small seeds, and I'm just going to show you on the video here. If you have small seeds like this, you barely want to put them under the surface of the soil. That's one mistake a lot of people make. They push them way too far down. I'm going to show you right here in the front. If you're putting it, and I'll put, you know, maybe a couple in each, just barely on the top, maybe a little bit of soil over the top of them. And I'm going to put 2 or 3 in each cell, and the reason I'm doing that is because then if 2 or 3 come up, you pick your favorite 1 or 2 out of that 2 or 3 and you keep them. The best ones, the ones that are doing the best, you end up keeping. The other ones you can toss out. That gives you a higher success rate. A good rule of thumb, they say, with the seeds is generally the bigger the seed is, the deeper it goes. So if you have something big like a pea, you know, that's a pretty big seed, you can put that a little bit deeper in the soil. If you have something that's a tiny seed, you want it just right there on the top of the soil. So remember that, that's a general good idea. So I've got these planted. Show you guys, I've got the dome top. and I'm gonna take you inside and show you what my grow light setup is like. Now real quick before I take you inside to show you the grow light setup, I wanted to show you a couple other cool ideas I had. If you want to experiment around with making your own humidity dome, I got these gallon bags and they fit perfectly on top of like a 6-pack of these. You could put them on top and that helps keep the humidity in. Again, or you could do something like this. This was like a pineapple thing that I saved, right? And you just put that over top of your pot and you could fill that with soil, put a bunch of seeds in there. Again, you don't have to do that, but I think they germinate, they grow a little bit better with some humidity. All right, now I'm inside at my little grow light setup and I wanted to just show you guys. I bought this little LED light system. Like this, they have these LED lights and you can stick them up under something like on a shelf like this. And it comes with this handy little timer. That's a really cool thing. I'll put a link to that in the description too if you want to get something like this. Or you can just use a lamp or any kind of grow light that you have. Because when the seeds are growing, you want them to have a lot of light, even more than you can get from a regular window. So this is what my little seed starting setup looks like. This is that dome setup that I was showing you guys outside. And it actually came with this whole setup like this that is a bottom watering setup. So if you can get something like this, it's really good. It's actually better to water the plants from the bottom than from the top. I'll show you guys how that works. So actually you have the water in the bottom and then it soaks up onto this mat right here and keeps this moist, and then the plants soak it up from the bottom. So that's how I'm gonna do my setup right there under the grow lights. Bam. And this is a little heat mat that I got online. I bought this cheap little heat mat. You don't have to have that, but some of the seeds do better under warmer conditions with a heat mat. So if you want to get that, you can. And I'll put a link to one of those in the description. But I wanted to leave you guys with one last thing. This was my cool little setup I showed you outside, how you can make your own little humidity dome with a plastic bag. And I wanted to show you how you can do bottom watering. So if you have something like this, or if you just have some pots, you can set them in a container like so. You just water from the bottom. Let your soil soak up the water from the bottom up, and then you're gonna go and dump out the excess water maybe after a couple hours. You don't wanna let it soak in there forever, but you do wanna let it soak it up from the bottom up. If you don't have the bottom watering setup like I showed you, where it's constantly watering and keeping that mat wet, and you're manually watering, you're gonna water every couple days. If the top inch of the soil dries out, you're gonna water it a little bit, okay? So that's gonna be probably every 2 or 3 days. The other thing is, make sure you read the back of the seed packets. There's good information on the backs of the seed packets about how deep to plant, and if you can direct sow outdoors, things like that. Some crops, like root vegetables, for example, don't like to be started indoors and then transplanted outdoors. You can do it, but some just prefer to be direct sown outside, which is even easier. You just wait till after the last frost, and you can Google that, when is the last frost in my area. You wait till after the last frost, and then you just go outside and you direct sow them right in your garden, which is what I'm gonna do. Like with kale, for example. Kale is very easy, and lettuce and stuff is very easy to just direct sow outside. So I'm gonna do that. And that's it for simple, basic, easy seed starting. I hope that this video helped you out. My best, I guess, word of advice, if you're still watching this, my best word of advice is just get something started. A lot of times I'm the same way too, but I'll watch so many videos and I'll worry about how to do it and if I'm gonna do it right, and I don't even get anything done. The best advice, just get something started. Just stick something in the soil. I'll show you guys. I have some trees here. Like I have this is an orange tree, or no, this is a Meyer lemon that I bought online. And I just stuck some seeds in the soil. and they started growing. And I've got new little seedlings coming up. There was no special care. I just stuck these seedlings in the soil, right? So you can try to do all the different things, the humidity dome and the good potting soil and all that. It helps, but just get something done today. Get some stuff planted and enjoy your garden. Enjoy doing it. Check out on my channel, I have got a full gardening and our garden tour video. We have over, I think, 17 different fruit trees on our little less than a quarter acre property. And just had a lot of fun doing all that stuff. And I've got a full playlist on the channel, and I'll be doing a full tour this summer again. So if you're still watching, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.